from a trademark perspective, if the name or the short phrase, logo, whatever you want to call it, is available, if the trademark term is available, I can get it, you can get it. It's not like, okay, the Neptunes, for real, and Chad has been using this thing since 2000, since maybe the early 90s or late 90s. Therefore, they're the only ones that can get it in the respective classes that they're looking to operate in. No, I have if it's available and nobody has trademarked the term already, I can get the term as a trademark. You can get it as an audience member. Heck, anybody can get it. So it seems like Pharrell was saying, hey, man, we're trying to swoop this up, or we're trying to file for trademark protection on this so that no one else comes in and swoops it up from under us. And it seems like in doing that, again, like I said, it's similar to the New Edition situation. Now, I guess the thing that's different up until this point in time, it seems like the New Edition members, they didn't. I'm not sure if I forget whether or not the New Edition members or Johnny Gill, they tried to reach out to the other members beforehand, before filing a trademark application, or after filing a trademark application. I think it was after, and but yeah, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But it seems like, at least in this case, we have reached out, according to Pharrell's attorney, we have reached out on multiple occasions to sharing the ownership and administration. So it seems like he reached out to his partner Chad and their team on multiple occasions, trying to I guess get on the same page. And this was even before filing a trademark application. It seems like Chad, at least according to this Yahoo News article, Chad's team was being difficult, and as a result of it, Pharrell continued with filing the application, and here we are with Chad and his team disputing the trademark application. So let's continue reading. Billboard reported the lawsuit related to 3 different trademark applications, but legal action could expand to include other applications from Williams and his company. So essentially, they were filing in three trademarks, trademark applications. So Neptune, I would imagine, is just one application. Seems like it may be other trademark applications as well, but it seems like they don't talk about those in this article. What other trademark application outside of the Neptune trademark application? Let's continue reading. This appears to be the first public dispute between the legendary duo. Two were behind numerous hits from the early 2000s. Yeah, they were on fire. I didn't know they did a Hot in Here by Nelly. Obviously, I knew to Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg back in the day. That was a pretty sweet song. Drop It Like It's Hot. Drop It Like It's Hot. That was a cool song. Holla Back Girl, Gwen Stefani. I guess I don't listen to Gwen Stefani, so I'm not I don't know anything about that. So let's read this Pusha T discuss about stupidity of the Neptune's court dispute. So it seems like Pusha T is saying, hey, man, this is not good for business. This is Chad. This is Pharrell here on the picture. So again, Pusha reacted to the lawsuit from Chad to the ownership of the rights to the Neptune trademark. Instagram archivist page name shared. I don't know who is that. Artemis Gordon, is that Pusha T real name? At the bottom of the page featured a comment from Pusha T. Okay, this is somebody else, and Pusha T commented on it. Who claimed Hugo's lawyer was using the situation to line his pocket. So Pusha T is talking about, hey, man, the attorney's trying to get rich at the expense of the entertainers, at the expense of the artists, at the expense of actual talent at this point. Man, let me bring it back on myself for this. I'm not sure, because typically the way it works is, and obviously this thing can work in a variety of ways, but typically if something is happening, Chad will call up his attorney and say, hey, this is what's going on. What do you think about it? Or, hey, I want to file to oppose this mark that Pharrell is trying to do. Typically, the attorney won't call the artist. Typically, the attorney won't call the artist and say, hey, we need to file a trademark application. And as a result, he's kind of enriching himself because he's getting money at the expense of Chad, or from Chad at the expense of this situation. Typically, Chad will call the attorney and let him know what's going on. And a good attorney will say, hey, man, the easiest way, the less expensive way to resolve this matter is to actually call Pharrell, try to talk about it. You guys have been in partnership for over 30 years, so it's not like you guys are, don't know each other, don't have a good, a relationship in terms of communicating. Obviously, you guys are still, formed a group of Neptunes, the two of you. So, hey, call them up, try to figure out this thing. And to the extent that you can't do it, we can do X, Y, or Z. That's typically how that goes. Again, I'm a 10-year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from trademarks, patents, or copyright, so much more. I typically want to tell the client. I actually was just on a call with a client who's like, man, I want to sue this app company, this. And I'm like, hold on, man. We can do this, but this is going to cost you more money down the line. your best bet is to call these guys, try to get this situation resolved amicably, and save your money at that point as well as save the time. I guess we can do that, but keep that as a last option, a last resort. You don't want to kind of do that at this point in time because that can sour the relationship. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you time. So typically attorneys, or at least good attorneys anyway, if you call us up and say, hey, this is going on, I want to sue this guy, we're going to try to talk you off the ledge and say, hey, just call them up and try to kind of resolve this amicably. And to the extent that you can, or you guys are, can't come to terms or get on the same page, then we can do X, Y, and Z, and it's your decision. So I disagree with Pusha T on this one a little bit to say, hey, the attorneys are trying to enrich themselves at the expense of the artist or the client.